So, Call of Duty released another blog post, and what do we get? A whole lot of stuff we already knew, basically. Not much has changed from the beta, and I know I might sound a little salty, but I'm just a little bit upset. Not completely upset, but I'm just a little bit upset. And I really was hoping that they would do something different this year, but it looks like we're going on the same route that we have in previous COD titles in previous years, except this blog post gave us a bunch of nothing, but also gave us a lot of stuff. So basically in this blog post, they were going over the maps, the game modes, everything that was we can expect at launch. And don't get me wrong, there seems to be a lot of content in this blog post, but let me just break it down for you. Some of the stuff that I've noticed in this blog post, and like I said, this blog post didn't give us a lot, but it gave us a lot at the same time. Basically, everything in this blog post tells us what we won't be getting in Modern Warfare 2022, Modern Warfare 2. And the one thing that I just want to point out is the Tier 1, okay? Tier 1 is their new hardcore mode, and basically what they said, and I quote, a Tier 1 playlist is designated with a playlist name and offers a more challenging experience compared to traditional multiplayer. A more challenging experience? Hardcore? A more challenging experience? Operators have less health and limited HUD elements, and friendly fire is on. These elements are consistent in all game modes and support the Tier 1 variant. I love how they're trying to put a twist on and say hardcore is hard. Like basically it is just super hard to do, and like core is just that much easier. Bro, give me a break. There is a reason why we go to hardcore to get like camo challenges with crappy weapons. There's a reason why we get into hardcore to use crappy weapons to do our camo challenges. Like there's a reason, because it is easier in that aspect. Don't get me wrong, hardcore requires a different set of skills than core, but riddle me this, Call of Duty, if hardcore is the more challenging variant than core, why is it that competitive isn't played on hardcore? Riddle me that. I'm curious to what your philosophy. Why are you trying to spin hardcore off like it is that much more challenging? In my personal opinion, when I go and play hardcore, the players there are way worse than they are in core. Nobody plays hardcore saying that it is more challenging, it's more difficult to play hardcore. No, you literally die in one bullet. In this game, you're literally going to die in one bullet. Any weapon, anything is viable in that game, like game mode. How is this even harder? Like, what? I'm so confused. But let's just keep going from that. They said basically they were talking about perk packages. Okay, yes, we know that. It looks like we're not getting traditional perks, so that's good to know. That we know we're not getting traditional perks, guys. Basically, all the perks we had in the beta is what we're going to have in the actual game, which is actually kind of disappointing. But let's continue. So the base perks, you're going to have Overkill, Double Time, Battle Hardened, Scavenger, Bomb Squad, which basically take reduced damage that was in the beta from non-kill streak explosives, and you can defuse grenades and all that like way faster. Okay, Tracker, we all know what Tracker is. Strong Arm, throw equipment further, we got that. Extra tactical spawn, you spawn within with the extra tactical. Cool, awesome. I mean whatever. Bonus perks, spawn in with additional lethal equipment. Spotter, we all know. Spot enemy field upgrades, see kill streaks through walls, aiming down sights highlights for the team. We all know that. Cold-blooded, basically cold-blooded, fast hands, you reload, use equipment and swap weapons faster. Okay, hardline, you reduce score streak cost. And here's the thing, focus, reduce flinch when aiming down sight, and extends and holds breath duration. I feel like focus is going to be a mandatory perk. Let's just talk about that real quick. They didn't want to use have mandatory perks, right? They wanted to have like a complete like open to where you can do whatever you want, right? But I feel like focus is going to be a mandatory perk for us mouse and keyboard players, and even for you controller players. Moving on, ultimate perks, right? High alert, we all know what high alert does. Ghost, we all know what ghost does. Quick fix, that's in there. Overclock, store an additional field upgrade charge, and increase field upgrade charge rate by 40%. on earn, get a field upgrade charge. Okay, sweet. Survivor on death, enter last stand with the ability to self-revive once per life. Teammates can revive down players faster. That's going to be a problem. Basically, we're going back to yeah, that's we all don't want that, but whatever. Bird's eye, okay, you get a mini map is zoomed out. UAV and radar pings reveal the enemy's direction. On earn, activates one local UAV sweep. So basically, once you earn this, it's just one UAV sweep. Oh, cool. That's pretty cool. Whatever. Field upgrades. Well, hold on. Let's go back to the perks, right? Basically, the system they're talking about, it doesn't look like we're going to have a specialist. We're not going to have specialist bonus, which is another nerf to us rushers, people that don't want to use score streaks, who don't want to use kill streaks. We just want to run around and be the kill streak and score streak. That's really disappointing, and I really almost every Infinity Ward game has had a specialist bonus perk, right, where you can earn kill streaks after, like, if you can earn perks after your kills, right? So basically how MW 2019 was, you can become an ultimate soldier with all these perks, right? And you earned it because you got all the kills, like you got the kills and you didn't want to use score streaks. Yeah, I am really confused by this and why they are continuing to try to nerf the rusher. And also in the game modes, kill confirmed is not in there. And I think there's a reason for that. And getting back to the theory, they're trying to nerf rushing. They don't want people to move around in this map, right? If you had kill confirmed, you can move around in this map because you have to get dog tags. Correct me if I'm wrong. MW 2019, TDM, really campy, really stationary. But when you went in and you played Kill Confirmed, you were able to move around. People were moving around all of a sudden. You can predict everything. We had no updates or anything in here with spawns. We had no updates with gun like balancing. There's none of that in this blog post. I don't know if they're going to release another one closer to launch, but I mean, let's be honest. We are like 2 days away from launch. So I'm just a little confused, Call of Duty. Like, I'm a little confused, Infinity Ward. What the thought process? What is this? Are you waiting for year 2? Are you just not giving us score streaks or like specialist bonus so that you can add it on later on and say, oh my gosh, this is on season 2, you are going to have specialist bonus? You know, no, give it to me right now. I don't care about that. Let's just give it to me right now. Add more perks down the road. You know what I mean? That's what we need. Basically, the field upgrades, they're all the same. There's nothing different from the beta. Tactical camera, inflatable decoy, you know, the DDoS, we didn't know what that really was, but DDoS attack deactivates electronics and disrupts enemy sensors in the immediate area for a short time. Solid and objective modes where tons of field upgrades will be placed down around key zones. Great synergy with spotter bonus perk. Okay, yeah, we get that. Deployable cover, we got that. Trophy system, dead silence, that basically temporarily makes your footsteps silence. Gun, melee, and throwing knife kills refresh duration. A perfect fit for stealth loadouts. Wait. Guys, I don't see anything in here about a buff to dead silence. It looks like it's a field upgrade. It's not going to be a perk. Nothing new there, but it looks like they're sticking to the guns. But let's be honest. What about the loud ping when you activate dead silence? There's nothing in here mentioned of you fixing that. So is it really silent, bro? Like, everybody can hear you when you activate that. Like, come on. Like, what is this? Like, what are we doing? Are we just giving out like whatever? I really want to understand like the thought process behind this. And I think if we understood the thought process behind it, a lot of people will be less judgmental, or we can call you out on your flaws when it comes to this type of interaction, when it comes to this type of blog post you're putting out. Because let me be honest, whoever did this, and I'm not calling anybody out, I'm just saying you're stupid. Okay, plain and simple. I'm sorry to the guy who wrote this. I'm sorry to the guy who had to publish this. It's probably not you. It's probably your higher ups and Infinity Ward / Activision, people up on the executive scale that don't know anything about Call of Duty, and you're just over here screaming at the top of your lungs, hey, this is not going to work. And they're over here like, hey, you know what? We're just going to put this in because it makes us more money, and the casuals love it. We don't want a casual game. We want a nice competitive game. Each game that is competitive just makes it and takes off in the franchise. That's just my personal opinion. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this new blog post. If you want to read it for yourselves, you can go through. The link is in the description below. But like I said, let me know, man. Always remember to stay blessed and stay humble, guys, and I'll catch you in another video. Peace.